Calcas is doing his stretches.
Cal Kessel's doing stretches.
when we were talking about movies last time.
We were Martin Scorsese.
When I was
the stage
in college, I took a world film class.
Oh, easy credit there.
Yeah, and it was awesome because we got to watch a bunch of and they were like good movies too.
Like old school ones.
Well, we definitely had like some Hitchcock and whatever, but we also did, since it was world film, we did a lot of
Foreign films?
I think the Un Prophete, the Prophet. I think that was one of them. I don't remember. Like Children of Men was one of them.
Nice.
I guess.
God, I forget what
Nice.
all those movies were. I wish I had something to consult where I
You
could
had the
remember
census.
it.
You had the
Yeah,
symbolists.
but yeah, we watched a lot of good movies, and then that kind of started a time where me and Chuck Crane, who was my suite mate at the time, and then eventual roommate at one point.
Now, when you say sweet mate,
Sweet mate, what?
when they're
Oh,
living in their dorm.
so
you guys are making sweet mate.
the way the high rises work at the college I went to, NDSU, is that the dorms, there's a door you went into, and you enter directly into the bathroom.
That's
And
where
then-
I want to be.
Yeah, and then from the bathroom there, like there's two doors.
As there should be.
And yeah, one door went to one dorm, the other door went to the other dorm room.
Yep.
So Chuck Crane and Jake Decker lived in one, and then me and my roommate Chase lived in the other one. So they were our suite mates. It was called the suite.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Thing at Mankato.
yeah, so and because he was a movie dude too, and he took that class as well, and then we just started watching a bunch of movies like that. Remember we watched Dogtooth?
Oh yeah,
That movie?
that movie was funny.
Yeah, it is
It's hilarious.
It's fucked up though too.
Oh, it's about shut-ins and like
Well, it's
a family or,
forced shut-ins.
Well, yeah, it's never really said like why the dad does that, but he just like shuts them out of society and just has like the brother like have sex with these prostitutes or something.
Yeah, and he has
the
And then-
prostitute or somebody brings in a movie of like Jaws and they watch it
Yeah.
and then they like go swimming and like the sisters like
Yeah,
pretending
yeah.
to be Jaws and like bite at people.
but they're getting big shit from their dad though too.
But then they get spanked and stuff,
Yeah.
and then she does flash dance.
Yeah,
for
and then she
everybody.
fillets her brother
Yep.
on screen,
There's a lot of crazy stuff, and then she like
just full on dick, mouth on dick.
the funny thing is
I don't know if
that
it was the real dick or if it was a prosthetic dick.
like
But-
when your dog tooth falls out, you
Yep.
can leave the home.
Yep.
And that's what she does. She just
Yeah, keeps trying to knock out her canine.
canine.
Yeah, that's why it's called Dogtooth.
But he went on to make a lot of other good movies too. Like
Did
yeah, he did the Favorite
Oh yeah, really?
with Emma
Wow.
Stone and Rachel Weisz.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow,
Wow.
wow,
Wow, flippers and everything. Wow.
wow. Again, going back to
You guys
Volvo-
watched that in college, like in this?
I don't know if that was. I don't think that was part of our world film class.
Oh.
That was just it started us watching those movies a lot.
Oh.
Especially like when we were hanging out.
It's a good party movie, I'd say. Especially when she does the flash dance scene and she's like,
It was fun.
the guy, the
It's not-
brother's just
it's
like
not-
picking up
I don't
the
mean
guitar.
like it's like when me and him would hang out
Yeah.
and shit and watch movies. But
I watched it like a sad boy by myself. Like,
I watched a lot of sad boy.
I watch like a sad boy.
I want to say we watched like multiple Hitchcock movies though.
in the class?
Yeah,
Wouldn't surprise me.
like Rear Window,
Good
definitely
one.
Rear Window.
Rear window.
I think we watched shit. It was one of them that was on a
Watch
train.
shit.
It was on a train.
Watch shit.
Train?
It was on a train,
The Man Who Knew Too Much?
maybe.
With Cary Grant? Or what's his face? The airplane
Peter
scene and
Lorre.
stuff?
Or, was it Peter Lorre? Is
M?
that the Man Who Knew Too Much? No, that's M.
Which is creepy. if you've
No,
ever
we
seen
didn't
M.
watch that. Oh shit! What else?
Was it with the guy that
Did we watch? We might have watched The Birds too.
Boyd's?
The birds.
The Boyds.
Yeah. We didn't watch Psycho.
First Hitchcock film I ever saw was North by Northwest.
Huh.
I think that's a very, very good movie.
That had the plane in it.
That did have the Planet Alien. And Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. The first one I think I saw was probably Rear Window.
Dude, I love Rear Window.
It's great. It's a really good one.
That set is ridiculous.
The set was great.
That still exists somewhere.
I mean,
Someone has it.
the
forget where
whole
it's at.
movie is just panning shots of outside this guy's window.
Yeah.
It's never cutting into these different scenes.
No.
Like if you see somebody across this little courtyard,
Well, yeah, the scenes play out in each
in their
apartment.
own window.
Yeah.
Um,
So
And then they tried to do that again with the Shia LaBeouf movie.
Oh no, Vertigo was the other one we
Disturbia?
watched. Yeah,
Remember Disturbia?
Yep. Vertigo was the other one we watched.
That's another good one. Those ones, were all about like obsession and like Hitchcock's own like insecurities about his like, how he treated women and things like that. Like
Yeah,
Vertigo was basically that, like how he's so like nitpicky about women.
Right.
Like he wants to control them. And then Psycho was basically about that, like Oedipus complex
Right.
and things like that.
part of the reason. Or wait,
Yo,
what was I gonna
trash
say?
talk me.
I feel like I just fused two of the things I wanted to talk about together in my head. We figure it out.
The cock of hitches.
Hmm.
And
you got a hitch in your cock, boy?
Hitching my cock. That world film class is the reason I have a fucking Netflix account.
You fell down and broke his coccyx.
That was the thing we had to get for the class, so we
Netflix
could
account?
get
DVDs.
DVDs. Oh, I think I had another film. I think I'm getting two classes mixed up together.
okay.
I think there was like a general like film class and then like a world film.
Okay.
I took both. One of them we watched movies in the class,
Okay.
and I think that was the film one. And then world film was the one that I needed the Netflix account for, because that was a digital class. That was a class we did online.
Okay. I went to my wife's in Mankato.
Fuse that shit together.
Mankato State. She did a film class where they just watched films, and one of the films, like they had it in a theater. Like the class was in a theater, so you guys just to watch projecting like movies on this
Yeah.
big screen. The first movie that I sat in and watched, they were watching Freaks
Oh, nice.
with Google Gobble.
Yeah.
Did you walk in at Google Gobble?
No, I
Oh,
it
man.
was from the beginning, but that would have been nuts.
You should, if it's
Or
in a theater.
the amputee walking out of the mud. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah.
I can just imagine you walking into a theater at the beginning of Google Gobble.
One
you
of
sit
us, one of us.
quietly next to somebody or behind him and just one of us. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I look at them like one of us.
For
Gobble, one of us.
what was nice was my normal film class or whatever
Normal film.
was in a larger classroom
Okay.
that had kind of like elevated, but like desks,
Yep.
and it had like a projector thing, so we could watch them on bigger screens. Unlike like my English 102 class where we watched V for Vendetta, because she taught V for Vendetta, the comic book. I lucked
should've taught it.
lucked
You
out
should've
on that
taught
shit. Dude, that was right when I was like, I got my materials I needed, and I was like, V for Vendetta. I was like, I didn't own it at the time, so I was like, yeah, it's an excuse for me to get this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just looked as got it, dude. It was a writing class.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of, like papers about it. Like analysis papers and like, like newspaper style stuff. And then one of our last papers was a
Put them in the washer.
a compare and
Get in there,
contrast with the movie,
Okay.
the book versus the movie. So already I'm like I said, and fucking, and then we're like, so for the next couple classes that we have, we're gonna be watching the movie, and I was like, I knew that movie too. Like, I don't need to be here if I don't
Oh,
want to,
I
but I
love
was
Chicks on You,
because
Jokes
I
on
like
You.
Chicks on You, jokes on you.
I already know.
That was that whole class, dude.
I'm in V for Vendetta too.
It was very easy for me because it was something I A knew a lot about and B actually kind of like actually gave a shit about.
Yeah.
So like I was able
Don't
to
you
do
wish
it.
all school was like
Yeah,
that?
right. That was just it.
I actually give a shit.
All the classes that were for the things that I wanted to like for what I wanted to do, and were all I did great in them. But the ones that weren't and the shit I wasn't interested in, I did horrible in.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, and then the other part was that she was like, it was 2009, right? Early 2009, the second semester, and she was like, okay, Alan Moore wrote V for Vendetta,
No
right?
way.
Oh, but he also wrote Watchmen, which,
What?
if you remember, in early 2009, a movie was released of Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, if you guys go to the movie and bring your ticket stub, you'll get extra credit.
Who is this person?
Again,
Like-
I was like, motherfucker, I already got my ticket. Like, you know, like, I'm already gonna be there.
Silly bitch, can I give you my stuff
Yeah,
now?
yeah. It's fucking
Silly bitch, where's my A+?
yeah, it was great. But yeah, that was one of my favorite classes, B, one of my easiest classes, because it's just like, dude, this is my bread and butter. She'd in the past, I think she taught The Ultimates. She taught Watchmen, and there was something else she taught.
I remember reading
forget.
The Ultimates in Spanish class. I wish I could have been learning that stuff.
Right?
It'd be great.
She was a
Huh?
she was a TA, so she wasn't like a professor. So she was younger, a little hipper,
Younger. Hipper.
and was a nerd, obviously. At the time, too, I discovered later I discovered she also worked at Barnes & Noble as well. So it was just like, yep, book nerd. Nerd. Let's do this. I got this.
Let's learn.
I, too, am nerd.
Hello, nerd. I too am nerd. How have you nerded today?
Dude, it was so hard, though, to not, like, turn the class into, like, a nerd talk. Like, me being like, okay, though, so, like, instead of, I'd have to be more, like, yes, yeah. She'd ask a question, and I'd just be like, I'm not going to raise my hand. I know the answer. Yeah. I know the answer, but I'll let them do it. Like, I don't have to be the whatever. Like,
I don't have to be
I'm that guy.
I don't have to be the
Yeah,
best boy.
I am that guy. I know all of this already.
You're just sitting there like,
Check, please. But yeah, it was awesome. That was my. It was okay. It was cool too because on my ACT, I had scored high in the like writing and reading comprehension and whatever, so I was able to skip my first English class and go to English 201. So that was just
Mark,
like
you are.
yeah. So I was like, I sounded like a dick there. How smart you are. Yep. And I just kept going.
Stop it.
Yes,
Not what I meant.
You are right.
Not what I meant. But
Cocky you have been.
so yeah, I tested out of that first class, and so that second class, since I lucked out on that, I got into a class I didn't know was gonna be just like easy peasy hangle squeezy, dude. It was great.
And we'll be back with another episode with Cal Kestis and Broadshow talking about college.
Talking about college.
Bye.